глупой вышине самолеты летят, словно стая стальных журавлей. И в ответ им будет броневой наш отряд среди широких колхозных полей.
The T-26 tank was a Soviet light infantry tank used during many conflicts of the 1930s and in Second World War. It was a development of the British Vickers 6-ton tank and was one of the most successful tank designs of the 1930s until its light armor became vulnerable to newer anti-tank guns. It was produced in greater numbers than any other tank of that period, with more than 11,000 manufactured. During the 1930s, the Soviets developed 53 variants of the T-26, including flame-throwing tanks, combat engineer vehicles, remote-controlled tanks, self-propelled guns, artillery tractors, and armored carriers. 23 of these were series-produced. Others were experimental models. The T-26 were the main tanks of the Red Army's armored force during the interwar period. The T-26 was the most important tank of the Spanish Civil War and played a significant role during the Battle of Lake Kashan in 1938, as well as in the Winter War 1939-40. Though nearly obsolete by the beginning of World War II, the T-26 was the most numerous tank in the Red Army's armored force during the German invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941. The T-26 fought the Germans and their allies during the Battle of Moscow in 1941 to 1942, the Battle of Stalingrad, and the Battle of the Caucasus in 1942-43. Some tank units of the Leningrad front used their T-26s until 1944. Soviet T-26 light tanks last saw use in August 1945 during the defeat of the Japanese Kwantung Army in Manchuria. The T-26 was exported and used extensively by Spain, China, and Turkey. Captured T-26s were used by the Finnish, German, Romanian, and Hungarian armies. The tank was reliable and simply to maintain, and its design was continuously modernized between 1931 and 1941. No new models of the T-26 were developed after 1940. Alright guys, this is the first tank in the Soviet heavy tank line for the IS-7, so let's get started with the stats. Alright, here we are in our garage, and we are going to be comparing the T-26 to 6 other Tier 2 tanks. All of these lead to the heavy line of their nation. First thing is first, average damage per shot, 40. Alright, that's pretty good, darn good. It's not bad. It's like somewhere in the middle, I would actually say. Its penetration value is something that is outstanding. With 58 millimeters, you're not going to be needing gold ammunition to penetrate targets. Even the AMX-38 is penetrable. You will see it in one of the replays. We're going to jump over to the rate of fire, which is rather sad. 21.9 gives it a really bad rate of fire. The reload time, as you could have guessed because of that, is also bad. But an outstanding feature is the turret traverse speed, which is going to be a huge help for you in close combat, and it's really nimble, and you'll figure it out when you get into a situation like that. Gun depression, not so good, -8, not bad. It's like somewhere in between. Its aim time is horrendous, dude, like the worst you can get, and its dispersion value doesn't make it better. So it has a really good penetration. That gun has great penetration, but its gun handling is bad, so you're gonna be looking out for that. And another great outstanding feature is the fact that it has a higher hit point pool than the other tanks at 180 hit points. But its armor is worse. Worse than its tier 1 predecessor, the MS-1. So that is a joke for itself. Keep an eye out for enemies using high explosive ammunition. You want to be angling, because else you're going to be a 2-shot within a few seconds. You're going to be out of the game. So careful about that. Let's jump over to the mobility of the tank. And first things first, it's 36 kilometers per hour. So not bad. It's okay. 36 kilometers per hour. It's not really fast, but it'll do its job. You'll get there. And its horsepower to weight ratio is also quite decent, man. Like, you're going to be accelerating pretty well. Its traverse speed is amazing. So the mobility for itself is pretty good. So that tank is nimble It's not amazingly fast, but it is fast enough to get you like around corners, shoot at targets, get away out of danger, maybe even, I don't know, kite some enemies, kite, bait, whatever you want to call it. And the concealment, not important, and spotting, well, it's rather bad at spotting. Its view range is pretty low, actually the lowest you can get, and its signal range is also bad, so don't expect to be the spotter in a game. Rather take it easy, maybe take some sniping shots and see what you can do. Let's go back and check out the tank, the T-26 for itself. As you can see, the turret is slightly dislocated to the left of the hull, giving you an advantage if you're looking around a corner to left, but a disadvantage if you're doing the opposite thing. So keep an eye out. You don't want to come around a corner and expose your entire tank just to get a shot out. Rather try and find a better location than exposing yourself. Another great feature, like I said, is the low armor on this tank, so be careful about that. Anything specific that I wanted to talk about? Oh yes, okay, the gun, before the time runs out. Tier 3 gun, not bad, right? You have great penetration, but what about the Tier 2 gun? The 45mm is also not too bad, not too shabby, with a 51mm penetration rate and 47 damage. What? It deals more damage than Tier 3 gun? That is true, and its penetration value is still high. Actually, its rate of fire is higher even than the 37mm. So you might want to look out and actually only load the Tier 2 gun and just not give a damn about the Tier 3. It has, like I said, better average damage per minute, higher average damage. Its penetration is not bad. High explosives, 23mm. That's also not bad. Dispersion, they say that dispersion is bad. To be honest, I played this gun in the game and it felt way more smooth, way more reliable. I got actually some hits into targets in a decent distance. So I would advertise to play this tank with the Tier 2 gun and just not even give a damn about this Tier 3 thing, the 37mm. But whatever, if you take my advice, you will absolutely not regret it. And also, the upgraded engine is a must-be. Don't skip that, because else you're going to be slower than an AMX man. The turret also really nice. The cool thing about the turret is not only does it look more decent, it actually also gives you more hit points, 30 more hit points on your tank, which is really helpful. And also like better view range, better freaking traverse speed, so worth it. Tracks are also a must, so let's get the tracks in here. And we're good, we're set. Let's get into battle. We're going to start off all stock, but it's going to be fun, guys. Let's check it out. Alright, we're going to start our first game completely stock in our T-26 on the map Mines. Let's check this out. So it's not a full team, but it's still going to be fun. I can tell you that right away. As you can see, the stock engine is not impressive at all and totally not worth keeping, so upgrade it as soon as possible because you're going to be suffering. We have finally made it on top of the hill, and now we try to spot. Did I mention that spotting is not the strong suit of the T-26? So let's try and get some hits into that MS-1. Nope, he's dead. My team is racking up the kills, my freaking goodness. Oh, a cruiser. And here you can see just how amazing this gun actually is. It's tier 1 and I'm still penetrating. I'm still dealing a lot of damage. It's pretty darn reliable, so the tier 1 gun is gonna be already awesome for itself. Oh, that went well. Okay, I'm off getting artillery, dude. Like, gotta get that damage somehow, so let's push artillery and hope for the best. Now let's just hope that artillery will be able to defend himself, and we can get the kill on our artillery afterwards. And oh yes, the shotgun artillery freaking took down the M2 light. Now it's our turn. I've been waiting for this one. Da-dum. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Oh. No, the Lightwing is gonna take the kill. So if I push around the corner and take the shot, the Lightwing will freaking destroy the artillery and I won't get anything out of it. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for him to push the corner so that I can get the kill. It's I don't know, it's a tricky game. Sometimes you just have to take it easy and hope that teammates make the mistake and you don't. Oh, he pulled back far enough for me to push. Now is my time. Be a hero. Oh. Ah, beautiful. Do you see that? Do you see that greedy Lightwing? He wanted to take the damage, man. But yeah, good game. As you can see, kaboom. Let's check this out. Go into freaking free camera mode. Wait. What is happening? We can fly. Oh man, I'm so bad. Alright, that was a great battle. Stock, this tank already performs pretty darn well. I enjoyed it a lot. We didn't have chance of really getting into close engagement against enemies, so that's too bad. But let's jump over to the freaking next replay where we're not playing the stock, but actually the upgraded version of the T-26. But we're playing the tier 2 gun and not the tier 3 37mm. Let's go. Okay, here we are, the next battle. This time with the upgraded engine, the upgraded tracks, the upgraded turret, and the tier 2 gun, the 45mm. And we're gonna push city. We're playing on the map Ruinberg. And a tier 3 matchup. This Panzer III-4 is actually... He's in my way. I think he's deliberately trying to push me away or just get him into my path. I don't know why, but some players are that way. Look at this angle, and I still penetrate. The penetration value of this gun is amazing, so totally worth it. 51mm as far as I know. So let's check this out. Yeah. Oh, good hit. You always want to stay safe, okay, guys? Especially because you only have 180 hit points. You don't want to risk getting shot by enemies. But this PZ3E is just trying to I don't know, get me aggravated. Some players are though, like I said, are that way. The Tetrach will be pushing. Oh, nice. Look at this. 54 damage already. Next shot, 53 damage. I almost took all of his hit points in that small, short encounter right there. So the reload on this gun is really amazing. Its damage per minute is really good. So think about the tier 2 gun, really. Guys, I have to advertise this gun. It's really good. Okay, let's try and get the Tetrach. Okay, we gotta be... Yeah, nice hit. You gotta be diligent, you gotta aim in. If you just start firing, you're most likely gonna miss those shots. Our team is collapsing already. And here, I thought that my friend, the PZ2, was keeping an eye out from behind me. But he wasn't. And so the Tetrach was able to push around the corner without any encounters. Oh, now I'm gonna hide. Oh no. The bounce. $85 hit points with heat. Right. That was mean. But okay, whatever. Let's stop it here. Dum da dum dum dum. Alright. My comments. Really awesome game. 282 damage. Not a lot, but still decent. I got into a really good combat situation against the Tetrarch. Both of them actually. Was able to take both of them out. No, wait. Only one of them. The other one I almost took out. But yeah, our team collapsed, unfortunately. We still had a lot of fun. We were effective. We got freaking burst shot by that M2 medium with its heat round. It's pretty darn mean if you have a gun that actually deals like 100 damage to 150 damage at tier 2, because that's like all of your hit points at once. I bet effectively that tank could one-shot maybe some other enemies. I'd have to look it up, but I didn't check it out. Sorry about that. But yeah, that was a nice game, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's go over to the last battle, this time completely uncut, and let's enjoy the freaking replay. Okay, here we go. T-26 fully upgraded with the 37mm gun. And on the map mines, again, 15 versus 15. Top tier is tier 3. I'm going to try and push mid as fast as possible, try to get some sneaky shots into enemies while they pass and try to take kill. And then relocate possibly. That's at least what is right now going through my mind. We'll have to check it out when I get there. Oh, the M2 Light is making a big mistake here. He should have continued to push. In this case, he got himself stuck out in the open and killed. So here's what I'm talking about, okay? The gun has a decent reload time, but how often did I miss this PZ3E? Way too often. It's almost a joke. So it's maybe not, like I said, maybe don't go for the tier 3 gun, but never mind. Continue. Again, miss after miss. Nice hit though. Okay, the AMX-38. One of the best armored tier 3 tanks you can get. Maybe the best tier 3 armored tank you can have. And I'm just, look at me, I'm just firing along and I'm just taking shot after shot and I'm just missing all these shots, and it's sad because, yeah, the potential of dealing damage is there. So gun handling feels as if it's worse with the tier 3 gun than with the tier 2 gun. Okay, here, now this is where this gun shines. No premium ammo, right? Okay, the first 2 shots bounce, I guess. Better relocate, don't want to get killed while I'm trying to take out this AMX. Oh, beautiful. Without premium ammo, we were able to take out this AMX-38. And that's pretty epic. And as you might notice, I have a tendency of auto-aiming at targets really often. I just like doing that so that I know that my gun is already pointing in the right direction. Because sometimes enemies come around the corner and I prepare to fire and I realize my turret has now turned completely. And so by auto-aiming at them from the beginning on, I know that the turret is looking that direction and I'm prepared to fire. That's just one technique that I use. So we were winning, now it's an 8 versus 8. And I don't know what to do. I'm driving in circles because I think I could maybe get a shot into the T3, right? But he's just too low, and I don't know if I should just risk it. I guess I shouldn't. I better pull back. Man, I'm wasting my time here, but I want to be safe. I don't want to get killed or one shot by, I don't know, whatever tank destroyer sits in the back and snipes. Let's see if I can get that a spot on that Chiha and maybe get some damage on him while he tries to push up on the 7-8 line. And as you can see, the speed is decent. With the upgraded engine, we're talking about a really decent speed. Traverse speed, as you know, is amazing. Same for the whole and for the turret. Oh, and the Chiha has been spotted. He's pushing hill. And he has more hit points than I do. So he has the advantage if he does it right. And how often did I see an encounter like this? Both of us are around this one corner and both of us are expecting the other person to push. But none of us do it. So the most effective way to deal with this encounter is to pull back as far as possible out of his view range, so that you aren't spotted anymore, and then you try to relocate. And that's what the Chiha is going to be doing as well. The sneaky little bastard. Oh, there he is. He expected me. He's using APCR. He deals 60 damage per shot. And here, alright, let's hold up here right for a second. Okay, here we can see the amazing maneuverability of this tank. It has such a good traverse speed that I'm nimble enough to get around this tank and get effective shots into his side and into the back of him while he is trying to scramble his attention and trying to turn his tank just in the direction of me. I'm freaking getting shot after shot into him, and this is why this tank is so effective in close combat. You just gotta get around the tank and turn in circles so that every time the target is trying to fire at you, he is not capable because his turret is looking in the wrong direction. Let's continue. Boom. Goodbye, Chiha. Back to the garage. There you go. Okay, this game is over. My freaking goodness. 13-10. We won. Pretty much. I'd guess so. Is that T3 still alive? Oh wait, the T3 is dead, right? Or what a waste of time. Even the best players make mistakes like that. But whatever. Freaking wasted maybe like 3 or 4 seconds. Not a big deal. So the IKV just got shot, and we don't know from where. Oh, actually we do know. Man, I crave a melon right now. Or some fruit. I don't know why. Oh, he's preparing to defend. Will he be able to defend the hill? No. Failure. And this is the end of the battle. Kaboom! Alright. Thank you very much for every single one of you freaking sweet viewers joining in and looking at the review of the T-26. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. If I missed out on anything, freaking write it down in the comment section. If you want to see a special other tank review on one of your favorite tanks, give me a heads up. I don't mind making one of them. And although it's a lot of work, I think it's totally worth it. I hope you took a lot of information with you, and when you play this T-26, I wish you freaking a lot of luck and a lot of fun on the battlefields in World of Tanks. Until next time, peace out guys.